Hi there, I'm Kevin Benedict, mobility analyst, reporting live from Las Vegas here at the Enterprise Mobility Exchange, and I have the opportunity to interview Pierre Paul Samson, who's the CTO of Freedomone Mobile. Hey, thanks for joining us. I listened to a presentation of yours yesterday, fascinating. You were talking about applications that were context aware.
That's right.
Why don't you share with the viewers here what you meant by that and what your company is bringing to the market?
Great. Well, context-aware computing as a science is relatively new. This is not something that's 5 years or 2 years old, actually. And what it basically means is that we want to have a user experience that is seamless across multiple channels.
Okay.
Multiple channels meaning not just multiple OS on smartphones. It goes beyond that. It talks about communication, whether that's from an IVR perspective, email, smartphone, feature phone, leveraging SMS, leveraging mobile sites. HTML5 is really gaining in terms of market adoption for the large enterprise for all the right reasons. And we're also talking about mobile apps being context-aware. And context-aware means being able to go from one channel to the next in a single conversation.
A single conversation. So what do you mean by conversation?
The conversation for us is that at Freedomone, we were looking at mobility and looking at the fundamentals of mobility. So we really went back to the basics and went, well, what is mobility? And then we went, well, mobility is like communications. And then communications is really a conversation that you're going to have. This conversation you'll have is either with your customer, a business partner, a government with its citizens. And it's also a question of employees and the whole peripheral of people that you're conversing with. Going down to that factor, we had to look at all the channels. Right? It's about conversation now.
Okay.
And it's the end result that counts. It's not the end device. It's the end result that counts. So when we looked at the large enterprise and government saying, how are we going to reach everybody? Not everybody has a smartphone.
Okay.
Not everybody has a feature phone. Right, this is a segment of a population that still has landlines, especially here in North America.
Right.
They're quite different in Europe, and I think we had a really good discussion in Brussels earlier this year on that. So we looked at it from that perspective. We didn't want clients to start from A every time they got into a new channel according to the mobile experience that we're going to live. So we ensured that every individual, through a subscription model, will be having a unique token. Right?
Okay.
A unique token that we will be able to follow through these multiple channels. So a little bit like the concept of a cookie on the internet channel. We developed a context-aware smart token for multiple channels. So we're able to bridge onto an IVR system.
Okay, and for the viewers, IVR means?
Interactive voice response system. So if you're at home and you've got a landline, and you get a call from Sears and prompt 1 for yes, 2 for no, or whatnot.
Okay, got it.
It's one way right now.
Yes.
We want to make it two-way, bring it back to the enterprise, and be able to say, maybe I started with IVR. And in a banking scenario, to give you an example, is that banks will most likely want to confirm somebody's authenticity through multiple channels.
Yes.
Right? So at least through 2 channels. Let's not make that person start over at the beginning of every
So
channel.
let's get down to the details. For example, you may get a text message with a discount.
Yeah.
And you would want to track that text message back to a mobile website, maybe.
That's right, an e-commerce site specifically.
Yes.
And recognizing that this person has already have a profile in my e-commerce suite. I have him in my CRM system.
Okay.
Last time he was on my website, he filled the basket but didn't check out.
Got it.
So I want to give him a discount if he can close the transaction within the next couple of hours, right? So it's closing the sale.
So
and
so context and the idea of context and the idea of conversation is that they are wanting to perhaps engage in, look at a product, and close a transaction. So the conversation's around that transaction, but you're communicating with that person through multiple channels: text, websites, might be even a phone call. Those are all the different channels that participate in that one conversation.
That's correct. And the large enterprise in defining their mobility strategy will probably go to the point of my communication strategy with my client. Well, you know what? I want to leverage SMS for notification purposes.
Yeah.
Great channel. Talk to everybody.
Yeah.
It's quick. It's reliable. I have a log.
Yeah.
Hugely important, right?
Yeah.
But then I don't want to finish that transaction on SMS only, right? I want to give the customer a richer experience. I recognize he's got a smartphone.
Right.
I want to redirect him to his mobile app or to a mobile site. So he's probably done steps, if we look at A to Z in terms of steps, he might have done step A to F by SMS.
Yes.
The whole value we've created was having this token so that even in the SMS channel that is a stateless world,
Yes.
we've been able to make it stateful. So having this conversation within the one channel. That was our first release, actually. Making it smart, making it bi-directional in one channel. And the next challenge we gave ourselves for the next release was saying, let's take them from SMS and keep them context-aware on a mobile site. So when we do click on that link, we'll go at the home page. We're at the shopping basket.
That's
and we're
awesome.
at the checkout.
So
and it's
Pierre,
click to buy.
where can the viewers find more information about your solutions?
Well, actually, Freedomone is a spin-off. We actually created a spin-off from the mother company, which is Source Evolution Inc.
Okay.
And they can come to our website, freedomonemobile.com.
Freedomonemobile.com.
That's correct. And the information's there. Our contact info is there. And we're launching to market.
All right.
We've had, this is our 4th release. We just finished stress testing our technology in an IBM lab in New York City. Obviously, this whole system is based on an IBM WebSphere foundation, so the large enterprise can really relate to that in terms of security, in terms of robustness, in terms of, blue chip footprint within their enterprise, and they're comfortable with that technology.
And what industries are you focused on?
Well, we've really taken the horizontal approach, because it's a workflow-based type of platform. So defining your business process into a mobile service really tailors it to your vertical, really tailors it to your business. So we've come out a little bit like the VMware play, where they went horizontal. They didn't verticalize right away.
Yeah.
And they started productizing a little bit later in the game. So same thing for us. So we're addressing large enterprise and government that have business process they want to launch into mobile services or new ones. And we enable that through workflows that are dedicated to mobility and multiple channels, context-aware.
Pierre, thank you very much for sharing with the viewers today.
Thank you very much, Kevin. It's great seeing you again.